Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be one of several postings that I have about depression and anxiety, things that I have very intimate experience with. I'm bringing this issue up because it's something that I think is very important for people to talk about and become comfortable with. I know there are a lot of people suffering out there with similar issues to those that I have had. I sometimes try and remember back into my childhood as far as I can. And I don't have those happy childhood memories that many people talk about because I have been afflicted with depression my entire life. One thing a lot of people don't understand is that not everyone with depression is sad all the time. There are so many other levels of depression, from just feeling alone, not having an interest in anything, not being able to concentrate, not being able to focus, always thinking critically of yourself, always being afraid. I was misdiagnosed as having a learning disability. And this is because I never opened up to anyone. I never asked for help, but I couldn't concentrate. I wasn't motivated to do anything. Lack of motivation and inability to concentrate, it looks to the rest of the world like laziness. I personally don't believe that laziness exists. I think that it is often a symptom of something wrong, a mental disorder, illness of some kind. Once I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, the same thing continued to happen. I still didn't feel comfortable opening up to people. I couldn't open up to my therapist. I would tell them, sure, the medicine's working. I would lie to my therapist, my parents, even myself. The truth is, for me, the medications didn't work at all. There are many people out there, millions of people, who are helped by the medications. The pharmaceuticals are wonderful, but not for everybody. This was something that I didn't realize until much later on. I recently came to a point in my adult life where I was about to lose everything, my job, my family, was going to lose it all. And my wife is very wonderful and supportive and tried to help me get help, to find a doctor and to find a treatment. The doctor could see that the medications weren't working for me, and I decided to seek other treatments. I continued spiraling downward. I locked myself in my room. I stayed in bed and would hardly come out to see or speak to anybody. I had no motivation to really go on. Um, I was afraid to die, and I was afraid to keep living. I finally felt like I had hit rock bottom, and there was one more treatment option that was presented to me that I was absolutely terrified of. Um, Electroconvulsive therapy, ECT. It scared me. I knew some of the potential things, side effects that could happen, but I didn't really have anything to lose. Also, fortunately, I had a good friend from high school who had gone through ECT, and it totally changed his life. I hoped it would do the same for me. I have retrograde amnesia from the treatments, and there's very little that I remember about the time that I was in treatment. I remember lying on a table, having IVs hooked up to me, being afraid as the anesthetics kicked in and I drifted off to sleep. And then I would wake up in another room and I felt better. For the very first time, I felt like there was finally a hope for me to get over this depression. And it took months of the ECT treatments. I had to go to the hospital again and again and again.
Yep.
Again, most of this time, I don't remember. It's gone from my memory forever. It turns out that that treatment that I was terrified of saved my life. It gave me hope. It alleviated my depression. It's absolutely miraculous. I look forward to days playing with my son, spending time with my wife, going on walks, doing the things I used to do. I can't begin to explain how grateful I am. The change was nothing short of miraculous. I can tell you now that I have felt joy. I am a survivor, and if you're watching this video, at this point, you too are a survivor. Even if you're suffering, spending every day in pain, if you're watching this video, at this point, you are still a survivor. There is hope. I can't tell you why, but the hardest thing and the first step to finally finding a treatment that worked was asking for help, admitting that I can't do this on my own. I need help. There are so many treatment options available today, from just therapy to pharmaceuticals to ECT, other experimental treatments, deep brain stimulation. There's no reason to give up trying. I am making these videos with the hopes that I can make the difference in at least one person's life. There are millions of people out there who are suffering. There are millions of people out there who have gotten through it. There remains a stigma around mental health issues and illnesses, and that will probably never go away. But there are more and more people who are accepting and beginning to understand the importance of being open, talking about these issues. Nowadays, you can try and get help anonymously. There are phone numbers to call, support lines, the suicide hotline. There are also internet resources, forums that you can post on, and realize how many people are going through the same pain that you are. The mental illnesses I have suffered took away from me a happy childhood. It took away from me happiness for most of my adult life. If there's anything to take away from this, it's to not give up hope, to talk to somebody, to get help. You need help. You can't do it on your own. Please like and share this video, comment on it. We need to get the dialogue going. You might just help save a life.